with Shayda. I'm your host, and this is where I teach you how to make healthy plant-based meals that are salt, oil, and sugar-free. In today's episode, we are going to be making a sweet potato chocolate mousse. Now, this creamy, luscious mousse is so decadent and it's so tasty, and your guests will never ever know that there's sweet potatoes in here. It is that good. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel now, and make sure to give us a thumbs up on the videos and to make sure you comment on the videos. I really do enjoy getting all your feedback and answering any questions that you have. All right, guys, you ready? So let's get started. So in order to make this wonderful dish, you will need your food processor, because we're just gonna use the food processor and we're gonna blend everything. What goes in here is 3 cups of baked sweet potatoes. These are the white Hannah potatoes, and that's the one that I'm using. So in order to get about 3 cups, it's about 4 to 5 sweet potatoes that you buy. And they've already been mashed up and they're ready to go. So I tend to make this ahead of time, because you don't want to make this when the sweet potatoes are hot. You want to make sure that everything has cooled off. Alright, so we got that in there. Next, we are going to add cacao powder. So that's going to be our chocolate. Now, if you don't want to use cacao powder, you are welcome to use carrot powder. It's whatever you like. And of course, I make a mess and I spill it everywhere. That's okay. Next, we are going to use a vanilla powder. My favorite is this Lasava Organic Pure Madagascar. If you guys haven't tried this, you really should, because I'm telling you, once you try this, you're not going to try anything else. It smells so good. It is really good. And I'll put a link in the show notes for it so you guys can have it. So, next. Chocolate orange balsamic vinegar. This will add a full richness to this that's undeniably delicious. But and I get this from California Balsamics. Now, for those of you that cannot get the California Balsamics, or you just don't want to buy it just because of it's just for one recipe, I have made this with orange juice. So don't feel that you have to have this balsamic vinegar. You can use it with orange juice, and I'll write in the recipe the substitution. So basically, I use about 3 tablespoons of the orange balsamic, and you're going to replace it. If you don't want to use the balsamic, you're going to replace it with 3 tablespoons of orange juice. But before I do that, I'm going to add the ground flax. Whenever I can sneak in some good omegas in a recipe, I'm going to do it. So this is ground flaxseed. These are the golden flax seeds. Now we're going to add the orange balsamic vinegar. And if you do end up buying this orange balsamic vinegar, first of all, it's absolutely delicious. But you can also pour some of this on your banana and ice cream. It is that good. It's just such a phenomenal flavor. Okay, what else do we need, guys? Now we're going to add some date syrup, and I buy this. You can buy it from the Date Lady, or you can go to Trader Joe's. I know our Trader Joe's carries organic date syrup, but I'll put a link for the Date Lady as well, in case your Trader Joe's doesn't carry this, so you'll know where to get it. So we're going to add a little bit of sweetness. And last but not least, we are going to add some plant milk. Now I'm using soy milk, unsweetened soy milk, and whatever plant milk you're going to use, make sure you do the unflavored. We're going to put that in here. Now, how easy is this recipe? Literally everything's in there. And the other thing we're going to add, but I'm going to add it at the end, is I'm going to put in the zest of an orange. This makes a huge difference. Do not, by any means, skip this last part of adding the zest of the orange in here. So once you've got everything in here, I'm going to close it, turn our machine on, and we're going to get this started. So let's open this and give it a good mix. I wish you guys could see this. It's so creamy. Let me look at that. Now we're going to add the zest of the orange. This is a microplane. You don't need to use a microplane, but something similar to it. And just make sure you have washed your potatoes, your oranges, so that when you're putting the zest in here, it's nice and clean. You guys all know I'm a big proponent of using zest. Lime, lemon, orange. And I love the flavor of orange and chocolate. It is so delicious. Now we're going to blend this one more time. All right, guys, this is ready to go. Now, one thing I have to tell you is this chocolate mousse, right now, it's delicious. I'd say it's okay. But once you put this in a bowl and you keep it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 2 to 3 hours, then taste it. It is, the flavor is just bursting. The flavors just congeal together, and it's absolutely delicious. So my advice is, if you're going to use it, make this the day before, so that way the flavors have had a chance to get in there and do their thing, and it'll be that much more delicious for you. So I'm going to put this in a nice bowl. Look at that. Who would have thought you could make it with sweet potatoes? All right, now that we've put our chocolate mousse in the bowl, then we're going to add some berries. Now, you could add whatever berry you like. I like raspberries. And like you guys all know, that if it was pomegranate season, then of course this would be covered with pomegranates. But you could use raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, whatever you like. So here we have our sweet potato chocolate mousse. I hope you've enjoyed watching another episode. Oh, by the way, you can sprinkle a little bit of coconut on here if you like, and you can also sprinkle some walnuts, any kind of nuts that you want, and some chocolate chips if you like. So, you know, be creative. You know, do what is going to sound good to you. In any case, thank you for watching another episode of Healthy Cooking with Shayda. We'll be back with our next videos. Remember, guys, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time, and we'll see you soon.